I don't really know right now how I feel about this. So Bethesda's Todd Howard has shared insights into the advantages, apparently, of Starfield's status as an Xbox console exclusive. In an interview with the BBC, the game's director emphasized how concentrating on fewer platforms invariably leads to superior product quality. He states that console exclusivity allows for more concentrated efforts. He says that because you know the exact hardware or the exact platform that people are playing on, that allows you to focus more on what the product should be, which results in a superior product. And as far as what he's referring to, so Starfield is not available on the PS5 or the Switch. It is only available on the Xbox. Additionally, it is also available on the PC, but you do have to go through the Xbox platform to play it. And Todd Howard even acknowledged that, you do want people to have access to your own game, but he states, quote, being part of Xbox provides us with enhanced accessibility, which I don't know, kind of seems like two things that like don't go together. Like you're kind of contradicting yourself. That's just my viewpoint, I guess. He does kind of make a good point. So he does bring up games like Zelda that are obviously Nintendo exclusive. And he says that when you think of Zelda, you think of the Nintendo brand. And he says that that gives them a significant advantage when they are creating Zelda, like the Zelda type games. I mean, it is true what he says about, when you think Zelda, you do think Nintendo. But I don't know if that really necessarily brings Zelda games to an advantage. I think if anything, it just is a good thing for Nintendo and Nintendo consoles. I don't necessarily know if you can make the argument that, having Zelda be a Nintendo exclusive is necessarily a benefit to Zelda games. However, I will say this is actually something that I've seen with Baldur's Gate 3, how, it came out on PC and apparently it's kind of taken a while to port it on the PS5 and the Xbox. So maybe I am wrong, maybe just having one console for a game kind of helps it. And in fact, Bethesda's publishing chief, Pete Hines, made a remark that was very similar to this. He stated that if Starfield was going to be available on the PS5, it likely would not have been ready for release this year. So it kind of leads to a bigger debate or argument here as far as, if being a console exclusive is beneficial to you overall if you are a developer of a game. Personally, I think that, being a console exclusive, while it might be true that your game could be released earlier rather than later, because you only have to worry about porting it onto one console. Besides that, I don't really know if it could necessarily be like super beneficial to you. It would be like, and this might be like a totally out of left field example, but that would be like, if I was a part of a band and I made a song or an album, let's say I made an album, but I made it like Spotify exclusive, like I made it just for Spotify. I signed some deal with Spotify where it's only available on their platform. And then that would be like me coming out and saying, yeah, because it was a Spotify exclusive, that just made it a lot better and, it made the quality of the music a lot better. Like, you know what I mean? It kind of just doesn't make any sense. I think overall it's kind of more of a marketing type of thing. Maybe just kind of talking up, the company that owns you, I guess. But like I said, it is fair to consider that, games, especially games these days that are very full of detail. Games today probably take longer now compared to back in the day to port them onto multiple consoles. So definitely something to keep in mind. Overall, I am always for the people. I am not ever really a huge fan of console exclusives in general. I wish games weren't separated by console exclusivity, but it is what it is, and overall it seems like Starfield is so far doing great. I wish them a lot of success going forward. While it might not be on the PlayStation 5, hopefully Bethesda will be releasing Fallout 5 and The Elder Scrolls 6 sooner rather than later, hopefully. I'm definitely hoping that those games will hopefully be available on all consoles.